10 years ago, unexpectedly, I ended up in the ICU in Launceston, and very pleased that I was there, and it became very obvious to me that I was there because of a very serious illness, pancreatitis, of the worst kind apparently. So there was 2 months in ICU, nearly 4 months, just under 4 months, before I came out of there. And then I was in hospital for 8 months altogether because I went out into the ward for some rehabilitation. I actually lost 30 kilograms of weight in that time. It's a good way to lose weight. And then I had to learn to walk again and to get the strength from that. And it took 14 months before I actually were able to throw sticks away and walk in a normal way, in a normal manner. Yeah, it's been interesting with our family that my first experience was with my wife, which was 5 years previous to my situation, where she had a broken leg and a clot had developed. And we were just walking together and she said she felt faint, and with that she collapsed into my arms. She was seriously brain injured, and we had a choice to make as to what we needed to do with her in relation to further surgery, and if she did have this surgery, because she was bleeding heavily in her brain. But anyway, so we made the decision to let her have the surgery, and to this day, you know, while she lost her hand, paralysed from the stroke, and she rehabilitated, where she walked again, and her personality is fantastic. We had 13 grandchildren, and it seems that right at the end of the line of grandchildren, with my daughter, twins came, which is a desire of my heart, and it's just wonderful to have them and see them. It still came though with some difficulty, because one of the little twins was born without her esophagus, and her was not joined to her stomach. Her windpipe was not joined properly, and so she had to be rushed off to Melbourne soon after she was born to have surgery to join up her esophagus and her windpipe. And she was 2.5 months in Melbourne. They also rectified a hole in the heart, rectified her esophagus and her windpipe, but of course it has left a bit of weakness there. And they've done all they can medically, but say that she should be able to grow out of it eventually. But in the last, this is 4.5 years ago now, she's had 16 trips to hospital, and she's come out of those situations every time. But it's through the marvellous work and the skill that's been given to all of the intensivists and the nurses, doctors, all the way through, with an attitude and heart to save lives, is where is today back with us again. And so we don't know what the future holds. While the medical people can't actually control life itself, what they can do is take care of doing all they can with their knowledge of research, of medical skill, to bring about a change and a quality of life.